Wait 1 second, making sure I'm recording. I should be recording now. Okay. Hello and welcome back to Random Games Tramtees, and in today's episode we're playing Eon of Green. Okay, but hopefully you are all doing okay today and safe. And sorry about that sad bit there. T, trust. Autonomy. Got it. Agent J, can you hear me? Yes, I hear you. Hi there, I'm Agent C. We met at the headquarters the other day, remember? I do, you were the one who asked me not to talk my mouth full, right? True. That was me. We'll attach great importance to the table manners. Our cafeteria is depressing enough in itself. I wonder if table manners are really a big concern here. I guess. Right, off a good start. Status update, Dominic. Anyway, I am the one who will assist you via intercom during the research and evaluate your observations. With you, I will also provide additional information about the Kalslan project. Get comfy. You're home for a coming week. Alright, shall we start? I'm already preparing your transmission. I suppose you're familiar with handling the brainwaves. If Compsolo demonstrated during the prep sessions. Might not speak very good because there's a lot of hard words to say here. Your research domain and area delta, small sized. Sunken plateau, microclimate, 150k plus OM density. High concentration of hydrocarbons, rather intact ecosystem. Can you tell me more about the climate of Eon Green? Earth total water supply has shrunk by 80% compared to today. There are still some humid spots encompassed by higher terrain, such as area delta. Evaporating water is arrested by topology. Karst landscapes, mostly hydroelectrically. Features range from underground lakes to unconfined aquifers. Parts of area delta are even marshy. Interesting examination target. The rest desert, with petrification rates up to 90. And for the rest of life, all extinct. Not exactly. Coastal areas have green corridors too. Area Crescent became a field of study recently. Tricky focal points there, however, the terrain is so sedimented, it's almost lives a life on its own. You can get swallowed. Might be the result of rapid drain during the formation of Eon of the Green. Sea level has dropped by 5.3k meters. Pangea Proxima must pressed heavy on the mantle when the water evaporated around it. Strong volcanic activity, but the moment we hit Eon of the Green, most parts air are eroded. Very harsh. Species: Tarmalos. Habitat: Car. No number of surveys: 298. Your first focal point will be the species of Tarmaskosk. Depiction on screen. Please note that this is, as all of our creatures' depictions, only an artist's rendition based on talks with various agents. Our biologists classify it as a dependent of the family Scarabellidae, especially the Goliath beetle. It's widely spread in the area of Delta, and most of our agents had encounters with it. However, although well explored, they are still mysteries to solve. Does that mean my conscience blends into the physical signature of those future creatures? Yes, visual and auditory contacts will be connected for magical signatures. Your cerebral cortex gets involved too. Agents' experiences always slightly deviate from one another, though. Our research is based on corresponding observations, and I think human fate depends entirely on my ingenious mind. Good to know there will be something left that is genuinely me. Sure, but we have to get rid of that in the observation results. I will do my best to stand in your way. People want to get rid of me all the time. Are you referring to something? The fact that I am here. Yes. With another bias, but I became a problem. Well, we at the case I'm proud don't want to get rid of you, as long as you don't provide good reasons for that, of course. One addition piece of information: Thomas Foster's had a close relationship with lifeforms, a bush-like plant emitting light waves. Termos gets attracted by ultraviolet light coming from the load of film. It must have some kind of special receptors to sense it. As soon as the Termos approaches the film, heavy reactors occur in its body. Wait, what if I panic? Transmission will be interrupted if beta 1 frequencies drop below critical level. How would that affect me? Let me guess. The breeze of quantum slipstream empties into my subconsciousness. Sounds very poetic. Take a note for your memoirs. Lean back and grab the brainwave modulator. I'm on it. This is a crazy game, eh? I just saw this game for free on Steam, right? And decided to check it out. This is pretty cool. Wow, how freaky was that? I can somehow zoom in on a creature. Only the setback to central input seems to be underbelate. Apparently a molecular signature running out of a content pushes you on the next higher level. Is this safe? Can I trust that? We'll have to be careful. What does she say about those coastal areas? Slippery terrain. You can get swallowed. How was it called again? Area Crescent. Have to watch out for this one. Was it wise to downplay my fear of transmission? Not dreaming, she's online again. Now, she thinks I want to play hero. I should try to correct that impression. And so what? Better conceal my true emotions. Not dreaming, she's online again. How was it? Business as usual. The strangest feeling I've ever had. According to a study we had with a group of agents some months ago, your synapses produce 8 times more acetylcholine during transmissions than normally. Drugs in the workplace. Did you put this into the job description? No way. We are already swapped with applications. Terminal got connection to lifeform target. Emitted visual signatures. As suspected, modular crystals on a plane, then one crystal isolated, taped into by some sort of jittering strands. Sucked into them. Like a barrier. Then one crystal isolated, tapped into by some sort of jittering strands. Particles coming from crystals in front of a slash-like barrier. Jittering strands, particles coming clear from it. That's awesome. We'll continue with determinacy in a bit. Hey, I just saw you. Didn't you do the perception sensitivity test yet? True. Well, I didn't want to waste my time on paperwork. Oh, you are a snob kind of person. Let's not get into the details. Let's get into the details of how sync my task man to make this less painful. I've spread the questions over a long period. I see, let's get it done. Please answer the question. Spontaneous, just say what first comes to mind. Deep mesmeric cell made of stone holds two prisoners, a priest, a jaguar, bearing a inscription of the god the priest worships. In the center of the cell, metal bars are erected, separating the two prisoners. Every midday, a jailer opens a skylight to provide them with food and water. Only during that moment, the priest can see the jaguar. Who are you? Only during that moment, the priest can see the jaguar. Who are you? Every midday, a jailer opens the skylight to provide them with food and water. Only during that moment, the priest can see the jaguar. A stone holds two prisoners, a priest and a jaguar bearing the inscription of the god. The priest worships in the center of the cell. Metal bars are erected, separating the two prisoners. Every midday, a jailer opens a skylight to provide them with food and water. Only during that moment, the priest can see the jaguar. Who are you? Only during that moment, the priest can see the jaguar. Every midday, provide them with food. Only during that moment, the priest can see the jaguar. Who are you, then? And a jaguar bearing the inscription of the god the priest worships. The priest. Imagine you are applying at your most favorite company. The company has several vacancies and they try to find you what fits you best. Therefore, you have to undergo tests. During one of them, wooden blocks are laid out on a table. Some of them are colored either red, yellow or blue. There is no instructions except for bringing them into some kind of formation. What would you do? I sort them by color and bring them into slat closed rectangles. Not much at all. I just reposition some pieces following my gut feeling. Using colors. Classmate. Chess stalemate. White has two pieces left. King d5 and queen h7. black has only one figure, king a8. White moves c7 is not a check, not in check, but can make any moves either as all possible field, as black does not have any other pieces to move on the board. Is draw. Who do you identify with? Well, c7, a8. That means king would be a8. That means it would be the 8 at the bottom, right? D is only 4 away. Queen is all the way back at the other side of the board. An axe, a sailing boat, a wind wheel. You know what? I don't see any of those things. I see like a button, not a button, but yeah, a D, maybe a P. An axe. I guess that's closest. What does this image represent? A boat. A hedgehog. Hand mirror now. Right, I don't see a butterfly. Yes, I do not see a butterfly. I don't know how you're supposed to make this into a butterfly. The snake would be the almost obvious there. Swiss Army knife. Let's return to Tava. We need to collect data on the process in the car base. Why delayed? However, we lesser knowledge of the exact transitions and the events triggering them. You have worked in science yourself. Any ideas? Receives different signals from last form, indicates the transition. They are unrelated, concern metallization. The creeps on the life form because that's what the beetles do, creeping on plants. Missing follow-up signal. As far as we know, on form, senses, term at touch. From senses, 2 signal. Let's sync. Add those 2 distinct signals present. 2 type demands a safety margin for unambiguous. Signals must not necessarily be visual. We are both red. Signal, ultraviolet, light, infrared. We split metallization on the fast side. I question the split. It opens door for bias and function as a ionizer. As a tissue infector? Should lack the energy, but let's consider it. Salt crystals would be analysed by ultraviolet. The first phase would be like breathing ground, slowly extracting iron molecules from the salt crystals. That was what I might have seen now that I think about it. They're joined to the loop, peculiar moment, area delta, the transformations. Do you know the scans are based on transmissions, data recordings, be take bits and pieces from different missions and try to form a coherent image of it out of it. Scans help us evaluate details, otherwise might go unnoticed. Does that mean machines will replace agents in the long run? Scanner reminds me of my past. Would you mind? Could do without it. While agents are needed as interpreters, if they do a good job, of course. We will see. I might. You know what? I'm just gonna go skip through this because this episode might get a bit too long, and I don't want to bore you too much. Okay, we're getting another cutscene then. A little bit, easier for use. Why does it sound like some boss music, like? You understand? Sounds like one of the early boss musics. Okay, that felt least less scary than the first time. Getting used to it. I saw a terminus, I was zoom out. The second I got its signature. Were those anti-article particles? The blazing spear was attached in a book. Pope, I can't remember. So much information in such a short amount of time. Moon was inside cyst looking freaky. Was that? Seemed to be some kind of nebula. Want to make up nonsense, I might get caught at some point. Okay, I think we're going to be done there because I feel like this episode is going to get a bit long. I feel like this game is quite long. Even though it seems, quite short, it is an RPG text-based game. But I feel like, leaving off the rest, maybe you just want to play for this game. So have a nice day, safe, have a nice apple, maybe with some rushes, and you can vitamins, very, very important, and bye, see you next time, have a nice day, bye bye.